Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are in now episode 7 of our series, Getting the Best Out of Ramadan. And in this episode, we're looking at principle number 6. And this principle is basically fasting, not feasting. To distinguish between the cultural feasting of Ramadan and the prescribed fasting of Ramadan. If we look at the principles which the Prophet ﷺ left with us, if we just stick with those basic principles, beginning with suhoor. Of course, suhoor is important. We should delay it. Not eating suhoor in the middle of the night where we fill ourselves up, or before we start the fast, we eat 3-course meals, etc. So we come into the fast fully loaded. What did the Prophet ﷺ say? He said, "Ni'ma suhoor al-mu'min at-tamru." The best suhoor, the best that we can use for suhoor, if we are true believers, is tamr, dates. Most people know about breaking the fast with dates. Yes, we all heard about it. The Prophet ﷺ had said, إِذَا أَفْطَرَ أَحَدُكُمْ فَلْيُفْتِرْ عَلَى تَمْرٍ. If any of you breaks his or her fast, they should do so with dates. So we know about breaking the fast with dates. Everybody knows that. But ni'ma suhoor, the best suhoor, this one most people don't know about at all. So if we enter into the fast with only 3 or 5 dates and water or juice or something like this, the fast is going to be a different fast. The fast is supposed to have, on one level, a sense of empathy for those who are suffering, starving, hungry, not because they decided to fast, but because they have no food to eat. This is, we know, part of the purpose of the fast. To give us that sense of connection with them. We understand what it means to feel hunger pangs, pains in our stomachs because of no food. But now if we ate that huge suhoor, 3-course, fully loaded, then we are going to be digesting our food all morning till dhuhr, carrying on to Asr, and maybe halfway to Maghrib, the digestion process is complete and our stomachs are now emptying, and now it's time for the adhan of Maghrib. Time to break the fast. But we didn't experience any hunger in this fast. We didn't experience any hunger because our bodies, our systems were digesting the whole time. And that's why we have a reputation for gaining kilos in Ramadan. People, non-Muslims, question us how. We tell them fasting is easy, no problem. We gain weight in Ramadan. I say, wow, how? How is that? How can you gain weight while fasting? Because we're eating huge suhoor. Then when we break the fast, okay, we eat a few days, and right at the same time, before you even go to pray, we're, starting on a main meal. You end up delaying Maghrib. Many of us pray Maghrib late because of that huge meal that we have set ready to attack as soon as we break fast. The dates that we're breaking fast with is just for show. We're supposed to break with dates. So we date 3 dates, finish, and then we jump into the food. That's not what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to break the fast with those dates, then water, make our dua, go and pray. And after we pray, because this is all control, the test of the fast is at the time of breaking the fast. It's also at the time of starting the fast. If we can't control ourselves, from engorging ourselves with food immediately after breaking our fast, then it means we didn't learn the lessons of self-control. And if you can't control what you're eating, then so many other things you lose control over. So we have to get back to the spirit of fasting. Put feasting aside. Okay, Eid. That's the Eid. After Ramadan's over, we have the Eid feast. But Ramadan, iftar is not supposed to be a feast. But that's what we turn it into. We'll have all kinds of food, tons of food there. So we lost the spirit. And we have retained the ritual. So if we are to get the best, we have to put in our best. We need to reduce our suhoor. Don't eat after midnight. After we eat after Isha, we had our dinner, so-and-so. Maybe you have something light later. Whatever, you go to sleep. Get up for Fajr. Before Fajr, you have your suhoor. Make it 3 dates, 5 dates, some water. That's it. Enough. Try that. Try that this Ramadan. You've never tried it before. You never had an idea that you're supposed to be doing this. This is preferable. It's not compulsory. It's not to say if you want to eat a whole chicken for your suhoor that Islam says haram. No, it doesn't say haram. But you have to put these things in their proper context. You have to know what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be fasting. So inshallah, I hope this thought about fasting will help us to get on track. To bring, actually, this is the physical aspects of the fast intact. It's not the solution for all of our problems, but it is an aspect of fasting that we must take proper care of. Inshallah, may Allah accept the rest of our fast according to the prescribed way, according to the recommendation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.